I come from a long line of teachers. In fact, I'm a fourth generation teacher, and that is definitely one of the reasons why I chose to go into the profession. Both of my great grandmothers, Elizabeth Young and Viametta Scholze, were educators for many years. My grandmother, Mary Young, was a physical education teacher for 42 years. She began her career in 1957, and when I was a child, I always loved to listen to her stories about being an educator and working with students and imagine myself as a teacher. Both of my parents, Elizabeth Jarnigan and Jeffrey Jarnigan, began their careers as teachers, and they taught me and my siblings the importance of education. My family is not the only contributing factor of why I want to be a teacher. It was also the teachers I had who inspired my love of learning. I hated going to school when I was a kid. I was dyslexic, and the kids would make fun of me when I couldn't read a word. But, who really pushed me to be better were, my teachers, and they were so supportive of me, and I could just feel them in my corner cheering me on. They constantly were, giving me positive reinforcements, and then were helping me to grow. And I used to imagine myself as a teacher and being that person for someone who was like me. So when I went to college and it was time to decide, what do you want to do when you grow up? I just knew right away that I wanted to be an educator, and I wanted to be that person for another me, someone who thinks that they're dumb because they are not, and they can do it. There are three qualities of a good teacher that I believe I possess. Compassion. Teachers must be compassionate and have sensitivity towards student differences. Dedication. Teachers must be dedicated and passionate of their work and of student success. And finally, a lifelong learner. Teachers must be willing to continue educating themselves in order to improve the learning of all of their students. I've been asked this question a lot. Why do you want to be a teacher? And it's not an easy answer. Sure, I talk about my family, the teachers I've had, the qualities that would make me a good teacher, but in reality, it's just this feeling that I get whenever I walk into a classroom filled with children ready to learn at their seats. It's just this feeling of this is where I'm meant to be. This is where I belong. And every time a child comes to me proud of a success that they've had, it just makes me feel like I've accomplished something.